this is Aishwarya Ajit and welcome to Sensodyne Repair and Protect presents Body and Mind Season 8 powered by Vaseline. Now you know what this show is all about, and in life in general we want it all. We want health, happiness and just overall fulfillment. But how many of us actually trek up that path? Well, today this is a bridge that I hope to cross. Let's meet the brains behind this operation, the co-founder of The Bridge, Khalid. Khalid, I'm very excited to be here in the capital city.
Thank you for coming as well.
This place is fairly new. I believe that you launched this place during the pandemic, and I want to know what was the idea behind the conceptualization of this venue, and also, is there a hint in the name itself, The Bridge?
The Bridge is based on years of experience and research and science. It's about a holistic approach to wellness. It's not about doing a one thing like exercise. It's not just about nutrition. It's not just about sleep or dealing with stress. It's all this and much more to put together this more effective approach to wellness. The name itself literally means bridging all aspects of lifestyle into one approach. So we can offer a very nice, dense service at our location. But it also means the bridge between who you are today and your full potential in the future as well.
Okay, that's fascinating. And as you mentioned, it's not just about eating, sleeping, and moving. It's about everything. Correct. And I believe you have 7 different tracks here at the bridge. What are they?
Yeah, there are 7 service tracks, and we named them in a nice short names. The first one is Move, and you can tell from the name that it's about fitness, it's about cardio training, weight training, strength training. The next one is called Pause, basically pausing from the stresses of life and dealing with the stress itself to get your body into generating the right hormones to recover, for you to recover. So that involves, for example, breath work, yoga, but also being in the sauna, being in the infrared sauna and so on. Third track is called Taste. It's about nutrition. That's the core of it, that's the foundation of it. But our approach is to really offer it as a culinary experience. So it's a wonderful journey. Third one is called Choose your products correctly. And our main focus in our retail is on vitamin supplements, all natural or organic, but also clean body and self-care products, obviously to get you away from all the toxins that we normally buy without knowing. The next track is called Seek. Seek is about seeking nature. To be entrenched in nature, in the healing power of nature. The next one is Expand, which is probably my favorite. It's about offering a huge, beautiful community events for everyone. They're based on culture. They're based on we have movie nights. We have musical events. We have all kinds of get-togethers, painting classes. And so on, to get everybody to forget the stresses of life and be part of a community that are all focused on wellness.
Okay, so of all the 7 tracks that you've just mentioned, I have to say the one I'm most tempted to do is the Taste, but I'm going to earn it. I'm going to make myself get there. So we'll start with Move. What do you think?
Sure, yeah, you will enjoy it.
So let's get moving then. So this is Steve, he's the fitness manager here at Bridge. Steve, we've just finished my in-body analysis, which we'll keep private. You guys don't need to know that.
Sure.
And I will be doing a fitness test a little bit later on.
Yes,
but before that,
exactly.
I want to know a little bit about the different programs you have here at Move. And I want to know how you incorporate technology into your fitness programs.
Sure. First of all, welcome here to the Bridge. So basically, after we do the test and all the tests, we give programs to each person that comes here. So what is example is something that we do is you come to do the test and I give you a specialized program depending on those results. And these results are always shown on our system in the back end, so we can track people's progress at the same time. We can keep people active in this place, and they can keep on coming back and back more and more often. We give also exercises like classes, and those classes are all tracked by the heart rate monitor on our screens, so you can track your progress for the long period of time in this place here at the same time.
Okay, so the machine can completely track your progress. That's fascinating.
Exactly.
So before we start our workout, I believe there are some fitness tests that I need to undergo. So what are they?
So now we're gonna go through fitness tests, and those fitness are gonna give me an indication of how fit you are, so I can give you exact classes, exact program for you and achieve your goals easily. For those tests, we're gonna go through mobility exercises and then go through endurance-based exercises at the same time.
Okay, mobility, yes. Endurance, well, we'll find out. You be the judge of that.
Gonna be fun, gonna be long runs, but
Okay.
it's gonna
Ooh,
be fun, yes.
Long runs, okay, long runs and fun, never to be in the same sentence. But anyway, okay, looking forward to it.
Sure, Ash. I'm also looking for that. So basically now what we're gonna do is a small mobility test. It's 4 exercises. We're gonna start with the first one.
Okay.
First one being the squat test. Okay, this test gonna show us how mobile are you, especially around the ankle and the upper back. Okay.
So, do you want to show me how to do a proper squat?
Sure, I'm gonna show you one and then you're gonna repeat
Alright,
the same thing
okay.
after me. Okay. So for it to do it right, first of all, we need to know how to stand. To stand right, we need to open the legs in this way. So like this, we have it shoulder width. Okay. Next thing we need to do is hands forward, knees toward outside, and go as down as possible or as lower as possible, keeping yourself comfortable. And then you're gonna stand up when
Okay.
I ask you. Okay.
Okay,
And this is a score from 1 to 3.
okay.
Arm forward and then go as far as you can while keeping yourself comfortable. Good, keep that position and knees out. Perfect, that's it. You can stand. Perfect, that's a score of 3. You're quite comfortable in that position. That's a 3.
Yay!
Okay, so now we're gonna do the shoulder mobility test. This test gonna tell us if you can do any exercise that you can lift above your head or not. Okay, so the test is I'm gonna lead you throughout all the exercise. So first of all, you're gonna open your hand in this way. I'm gonna take those measurements. Okay, this measurement is where we're gonna have everything behind. Okay, perfect. This way here. Okay, now with one motion, you're gonna open your arm straight, have your thumb in, and then you're gonna cross one arm up, one arm down, and I'm gonna test them. So one arm down as well, behind your back. Okay, gonna check the motions here. Okay, for us, there is a small mobility that we need to work on the right side, but that's still a 2/3 as well.
Okay, that's
Cool,
good.
that's good one. Cool, we can lift above your head, but we need to do some mobility exercises.
Okay,
That's
all right.
it. Okay, so now what we need to do is a hurdle test. This will give us a lot on our stability and balance at the same time, while also knowing which exercise or which muscles are working correctly to know our balance. Okay? Mainly it's the hip flexors and the core. For that, I will show you first, and then you're gonna do the same thing after me.
All right.
Okay, cool. So first one, gonna have the stick behind your back, then stand legs close to each other. You're gonna raise your knee straight, try to go forward, touch your heel without losing balance, and bring it back to the same position without losing the balance.
Okay,
Okay, losing the balance or going sideways, that's a score of 2.
okay.
Always make sure your knee. It's all about your knee. Drive, knee up straight, and that's perfect. Well done. That's a 3.
For sure.
Now we have our last mobility test. It's all about hip flexion, which is mainly coming from the the leg is on the floor, gonna go up as high as possible. And it's one leg. So I'm gonna lead you through it. Gonna lay on your back, having your legs close to each other. Okay, gonna extend your legs straight. Good, I'm gonna take a measurement here, see the mid to the knee. I'm gonna have it in the mid here. So now, with one motion, keep your legs close to each other. With one motion, you're gonna raise your right leg up as far as you can.
And my arms?
Arms to the sides.
Okay.
Okay, that's amazing. You have great mobility around your lower body.
Thank
That's
you.
a 3/3.
So I've done pretty well in my mobility test. I got 3 on 3 on all except for one. I think it's shoulder mobility that needs a little bit of work. Now is the real test because I'm going to do something called the beep test. What is the beep test?
Now it's gonna be a bit harder
Okay.
than what we had before.
Yeah.
This one is all about running.
Yeah.
It's called the endurance test or the beep test. It's a base for athletes at the same time. Athletes use it. So the beep test consists of 20-meter shuttles.
Yeah.
Okay. You're gonna go from one spot to another, which is a 20 meter. On each 20 meter, you need to arrive either before or on the beep. So each beep is an indicator of running 20 meter. If you arrive not before that beep, you lost already. So
Okay.
you need to arrive on
So
that beep.
approximately how many seconds would you say the beeps are?
So the beep is increasing
Okay.
every run. So every
So it
20
gets,
meters.
okay, so the duration
faster.
gets shorter and shorter and
Exactly,
shorter.
it gets faster and faster.
Okay, so I'm about to do my beep test and see if I can channel my inner Alison Felix. All right, let's do
Sure,
this.
yeah, let's go. So it's about to start. You're gonna follow the instruction on whatever you hear. It will give you everything.
This is a 20-meter beep test. The test will start in 5 seconds.
5 seconds.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Starting level 1. Level 1, 2.
Good. Come on, let's go. That's your level 6-1 now. Nice one, tired, huh?
All right,
Well
Coach.
done, well
Thank
done.
you.
We didn't finish the 6-1, we did level 6. That's good, that's an average. Now, with all the tests that we did, the mobility, the endurance, we know what exactly we need. So I'm gonna suggest you some classes that you can join in our facility. One of them is Perform Run. It's a performance based on running, so it will help you with everything that is running. Function XL, it's a high intensity interval training based on peripheral heart rate. So bring your heartbeat up and down with your blood flow. Meta Function, which is a high intensity interval training. And the Function Run, also a running based class as well. These are the classes that are good for you, which I suggest. On top of that, we're gonna ask you also to do a workout. So this workout are based on weightlifting or resistance training. And you can join as well some mobility classes like the Form, which will help you with the shoulder issue that we had before as well. So these are the classes that you can do.
So the endurance score that you gave me is 6, and you said that for somebody on a professional athlete level, it's 16.
16, yeah.
So is 6 a good score for a regular Joe like me?
6 is amazing even.
Okay.
An average is still amazing. That means there is always a way to progress.
Always.
There's a way to progress, and that's how we need to go with our concept, is always positive feedbacks. There's always somewhere to grow. Amazing result, even though 6 is amazing.
Thank you so much, Steve. It was such good fun training with you.
Most welcome.
So after that fitness test with Steve, I'm going to stick around here at the bridge because they have a wonderful cafe downstairs, and I'm going to be sampling some of their delicious food. Welcome back to Sensodyne Repair and Protect presents Body and Mind Season 8 powered by Vaseline. Now after that intense workout, I'm ready to enrich my body with some healthy and soulful bites here at Taste Restaurant at the bridge. And joining me is the clinical dietitian, Julia. Julia, thank you so much for organizing this delicious treat for me.
Thank you for being here.
It's my pleasure. Now in a place like the bridge, which is, all about wellness. What's the kind of preparation that goes into creating a menu?
Okay. So honestly, there's a lot of core foundation or fundamental things that went into developing a taste menu. One of the very first thing is our focus on organic ingredients. As I mentioned earlier, there's a big difference between using conventional ingredients and organic ingredients in terms of quality, in terms of taste. So literally everything you see here has been taken from the farm straight to our table.
Farm to the table.
Yes, exactly. So the nutrient quality is at its maximum compared to just using regular raw or conventional ingredients.
Does it make a difference to the calorie content when it is slightly processed versus organic?
Okay, so in terms of calories, not so much, but in terms of nutrient quality, it does make a difference. It's cleaner to eat something that is organic because you know for a fact that there are no chemicals or additives, GMOs, or things that can modify your food chemically. So in that case, you know for a fact that whatever you're eating is clean. And you want to feed your body what's clean to your body.
Right.
Compared to just, going for things that are processed. Now, processed food is a bit different. Processed has a lot of sodium and a lot of additives added to it, so they do tend to have more calories but not necessarily in a drastic amount. They don't usually add that to raw vegetables. For example, you'll find it more in terms of turkey or processed meat. Those are usually higher in calories because they also have higher quantities of fat. So it's a bit different. But in terms of fresh ingredients like fruits and vegetables, not so much in terms of quality as much as in terms of vitamins and minerals.
Juliana, I know that when it comes to eating clean, there's no such thing as one size fits all. I'm sure you can agree with me on that. And also in terms of the menu, how do you make healthy organic food appealing?
Okay, so one of the other things that we tend to focus a lot on as a team is we try to deviate away from the perception that healthy food is boring and unflavorful. So what we try to do is we're heavy on culinary nutrition, and what culinary nutrition is basically trying to bring in different ingredients. So not only are we improving the nutrition quality like synergistically, but we're also adding flavor. So we do tend to use a lot of herbs, a lot of seeds, naturally sweetened things using honey or maple syrup. We'll see that shortly in the desserts in order to boost the flavor of whatever dish we're trying to present. So we take in traditional dishes and convert them to something that is healthy yet flavorful.
I really enjoyed this rye bread with avocado and smoked salmon. I think it's one of my favorite breakfasts.
Exactly.
Which actually brings me to my next question, because I do a lot of weight training. I lift at least 4 times a week. I love it. I'm a lifter, yes. And my trainer always tells me to eat a protein-rich diet.
Breakfast.
He never tells me to eliminate the other important nutrients, but definitely making it protein heavy. Now, even when it comes to calling something protein heavy, there's no, again, one size fits all, because everyone's body is different and everyone's food intake is different.
Yes, I
So
agree.
what is your take on this?
All right, so before we elaborate a little more on the protein, how about you try this different kind of salmon? So this one is smoked.
My trainer will be so happy today.
I always say the best way to start off your
this.
day is by protein, because that's the first thing you have on an empty stomach. Now back to your question. So one of the misconceptions is that, or one of the common things that a lot of people talk about is their overemphasis on protein. Now, protein is great, don't get me wrong. It's the best way to actually start off your day because you've been fasting for a few hours and you don't want your blood sugar to spike. So usually the first meal has to be high in protein. However, that doesn't mean that 80% of your dish or 80% of your calories should be coming from protein. So it should be limited so that you're able to balance out other things like your carbs or your fat and other vitamins and minerals that are not necessarily found in the dish that you're having at the moment. Not only that, there are also different sources of protein, so it's always good to get a variety throughout the week. So not just animal-based, there are great plant-based sources of protein. Things like tofu, beans and lentils, so legumes are also great sources of plant-based protein that have other health benefits to it.
I'm gonna move on to the dessert.
Course.
This is delicious, by the way, the baked salmon with mashed
Maybe
potato.
we can start off speaking of protein.
Yes.
So these are pancakes that were infused with our organic vegan protein powder.
Okay.
Pancakes don't have to be
Oh,
boiled.
that's interesting because you said it's made out of protein powder because I bought a large tub of protein powder, which I don't even use because I'm not a protein shake kind of gal.
Aftertaste,
I don't like the taste. It reminds me of milk and it's just not for me. So it's interesting how you can cook things with it.
Of course, you can use it in the drinks as well. So this one has protein as well. You can bake with it. A lot of people don't like the aftertaste of protein. So one way to get away with that is to add it to your meals. So this one actually is, the flour is whole wheat flour, so it's also high in fiber. So it gives you that feeling of fullness or satiation throughout the day. We sweetened it with blueberries, so we stay away from sugar, we don't use sugar here. So the way we boosted the flavor is we mashed the blueberries and we add a drizzle of honey or maple syrup.
Oh, that's all you've done? I thought it's some sort of blueberry jam, but that's interesting.
No, we don't use, jam has a lot of sugar, or we naturally make our own jam, which doesn't have any white traditional or conventional sugar. So we try to boost the flavor of things using natural ingredients. And I don't know, what do you think? Do you like it?
Honestly, it's really nice.
What about the texture of the
It's very soft and fluffy, and I really like how you have an alternative to your typical processed jams, which are high in sugar. So this is something I'm gonna try at home. Just mash some blueberries, put some honey, And there you have it.
Yeah, and blueberries are superfoods. They're
Yes.
high in antioxidants, anti-inflammatory.
Yeah.
So it's great to have in your day, like on a daily basis.
Okay, now moving on from the main meals, generally for my 5 p.m. snack, what comes in my meal plan is some sort of snack or energy ball. So these are some of the energy balls
Yes,
that you
this
have
is
over
the
here.
cacao balls. So what's interesting about these balls is we add moringa powder. So moringa powder comes from what we call the magical tree, if I'm not mistaken. So it does have a lot of antioxidants, a lot of anti-inflammatory. So it helps protect your cells from cancer, if I would say it in simple words. So another great way for you to use your protein powder is to create small balls at home, like, you know, using simple recipes. So that's one of the things that we did. So we added the cacao vegan protein powder in here to boost the protein amount in the balls. So it would be a great snack throughout the day to fill you up and also to help you meet your protein needs.
Okay, Julia, I've learned so much from you
Thank
today.
you.
And thank you for this delicious spread that you have here for me. I've thoroughly enjoyed it. I didn't even get to the kimchi and the beetroot dip. And I'm going to do that while we go to break. Julia, thank you so much for your time.
Thank
It's
you.
been an absolute pleasure.
Likewise, take care.
All right, guys, I wasn't joking. I really need to get into this beetroot dip right here. It looks delicious. So why don't you take a break? And my journey here at the bridge is only halfway through, so make sure you come back for more. Welcome back to Sensodyne Repair and Protect presents Body and Mind Season 8, powered by Vaseline. Now, one of the many tracks of Bridge is pause. No, I don't mean we're going to break, but I'm going to take a pause by enjoying some very relaxing therapies. To tell us a little bit more about what we can expect from my spa session today, I'm once again joined by the co-founder of The Bridge, Khalid. Thank you so much for sticking around.
Thank you.
Can you tell us a little bit about the spa and what I'm going to experience today?
Yes, Pause, we have several focuses. We have some very interesting technology as one set of therapies. So we have hydroxytherapy, which utilizes oxygen and hydrogen in a capsule, very high pressure machine. It's anti-inflammatory. We also have the cryo, which is, I think you're probably familiar with it. It's you're under a very, very extreme cold temperature for about 3 minutes, but it's also amazing for weight loss, but for skin care and other anti-inflammatory effects. We have the red light sauna, which is very unique, also treatment for the mitochondria and for the energy system of the body, and also it's very good for the skin. And all of them, you know, while you're sitting and enjoying your time doing those, are quite relaxing, and it's time off your stress as well. Now, the other focus, and this is what we have prepared for you, are the actual what we would normally associate with a spa. So we have massages, we have the Turkish hammam, but we have very also interesting beds there as a surprise for you in the treatment we booked for you.
Okay, and what is the treatment called?
I think it's immerse that we have booked you in, and we utilize a beautiful bed that has volcanic rock quartz in it. You'll feel like as if it will hold your body, so you feel like you have a set of 4 or 6 hands around you. It's a cushion. You will get the massage, but on top of that, you will get some sound healing through the Tibetan walls that we have. So it's a combination of experiences all done in one.
Sounds like a fully immersive experience, and I'm looking forward to that. Khalid, thank you so much for being such a wonderful host, and I'm looking forward to my immersive treatment.
Thank you, and I hope you'll enjoy it.
Yes, thank you. The sensation of lying on the quartz sand bed was soothing and relaxing, to say the least. With the immersion of the bed, the blood circulation improves, it stretches the spine, but above all, it envelopes you in harmony. The cocooning effect of the volcanic sand is healing and stimulating. Add to that relaxing massage techniques, and instantly you get to disconnect and switch off. Singing bowls accentuate the experience and takes it up a notch or two. Overall, my experience at Pause certainly rounded off a great day at the bridge. So the question I posed at the start of the show, can we achieve it all? Health, happiness, and overall fulfillment? Well, I've always understood one thing, that this is a marathon and not a sprint. That's all on this episode of Body and Mind Season 8. Thank you so much for joining us. Make sure to come right back, same time next week.